Welcome. I am G-Paw, and this video is all about Cosmo. His event is starting in just around 3 hours here. And I went over here and I checked it out. I'm going to have a video later breaking down how much you have to spend and how many orbs you'll need to open and all that good stuff as soon as the event starts. I just want to wait till it starts so that way the facts are in the game and stuff. I don't want to guess and maybe something changed or something's different. But I'm going to be breaking it all down, how to work through it, free to play or well. Beginner or in-game player. I'm going to be making an event guide and such. But I want to talk about Cosmo and everything about him because I find his kit to be quite wonderful. And I definitely don't want people thinking, do I need this character? Should I get this character? Is he only good for his team? This, that, the other. Let's see if we can actually find this dude here. Cosmo. And I've already hearted him. Because absolutely, in my personal opinion, this character is amazing. Plug and play, standalone, all around great. I'm going to have his T4 priorities at the end, my recommendations on those, as well as which order to go in. And I want to discuss his kit quite a bit here, as well as how he kind of functions with his team. So I'll just start off with your T4 abilities and which ones I recommend in which order. Looking at these level 7s here, the order I would go in is the A1 or the passive first, and then the other one. So if you get the passive or the A1, get the opposite. You know what I mean? So like, I'll probably get the A1 first, and that's simply because it clears negative effects and then clears positive effects from primary target. More damage. It's really, really nice. And then the passive here. When an enemy attacks this character, apply offense down for 2 turns. While this character has deflect or minor deflect, lower the crit chance for all enemies. So maybe the passive and then the A1 is the way I would go. And then the special. More damage, primary and secondary targets, clearing all effects. You're already going to have it clearing 3 positives. So T4ing it is why it's, it's not before the passive or the basic. The passive and basic seem to get better boosts in my personal opinion. Now, I'm not an in-game player and I don't know how many positive effects are on the enemies, but 3 is quite a few to clear off people. Now, this one, the ultimate, is why I'm saying it's going last, is because it's for in war. It's going to give you stuff, and it's all about nowhere allies. So it's not going to do anything for him as a character, for a new player, free-to-play player, or as a plug-and-play kit. So if you're getting the whole team, absolutely. If you have the whole team, or if you're using them in war, I'm not even in war yet, so this is why it's just not of importance to me. But as a beginner player, I'd go passive, basic, your A1, and then I go to your special, and then your ultimate if you're going to T4 stuff. And really, I don't even know if I'm going to get the T4 on the ultimate anytime soon, just because I don't think I'll have the team anytime soon. Now, I do want to jump over here on the main website, marvelstrikeforce.com, and talk about his kit here as well, and kind of show you the overall kit, as well as the Nowhere team. So, when you T4 these, and why it's so important, clear 2 negative effects from self, attack primary target for 360% damage, which is huge, right? And then clear 2 positive effects. So when he gets called to assist, or he counterattacks for some reason, if he has counters on him, I don't know if he will, but under that situation, this is huge. It's going to be clearing positive effects, and it's going to keep him where he has no negative effects, which is just unbelievably awesome. It also gives you a 50% chance to revive dead Korg ally, which if you're doing the current event, which I'm sure everyone is, going for Korg, I don't know if everybody's going to get him. The event's kind of hard for newer players, but it's going to revive dead Korg with 10% max health. Obviously in wars, it's going to do better. Always revive, rather. And they say 33.7 for T4 confidence. I don't know how many people that is, but it's definitely one of the better T4s. The skill gets a lot better. Now here's a special. Go fetch. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 400% damage, which just is a lot of damage, right? It's not piercing or nothing, but 400% damage is quite wonderful. Clear all positive effects off your primary and adjacent targets. Clear 2 bleed and 2 random negative effects from self and all allies. And this is why he's such a great plug-and-play character. So if I am able to get him unlocked, he would just be a great support character for my team. Clearing negative effects off the team as well as clearing positives off the enemies. And it gets better. Heal the most injured ally for 20% of this character's max health. That is awesome. So that's, again, plug and play right there. He's going to be keeping your most damaged character alive. as well as applying 1 deflect up to a maximum of 5 to self and all nowhere allies. So for plug and play reasons, it's going to be to himself, but he gets major buffs from those deflects on his passive. So again, in war, he's going to get extra stats and such. 38.6% T4 confidence. Now his ultimate, and this is the one I wouldn't even recommend T4ing anytime soon, but fill this character speed bar by 5% plus 5% per nowhere ally. So in his team, he's going to get 25%. That's huge, right? And he's going to get to go again and again. You know, it's just that speed makes him wonderful. But it's going to clear all negative effects from self and all allies. Clear all positive effects from all enemies. So using this ultimate is essentially going to clean your negative effects and take all the positives from your enemy. And all your positives, you're just going to be able to well on the enemy, right? This is huge. I love it. Heal self and all allies for 25% of this character's max health. So it's a cleanse, a debuff to the enemies, as well as a heal, and bury yourself and all allies for 10% of the character's max health. So a sustain, just it's overall amazing, amazing skill. And you get all this without having to T4 it. So the skill itself is quite wonderful. Now his passive, the goodest girl, her passive. Cosmo's a chick, I guess. On spawn, gain immunity. Which, you know, everybody loves immunity. So that's just going to help with not having to clear off negative effects for himself the first time around. When an enemy attacks this character, apply offense down for 2 turns and bleed to that character. In war, deal damage equal to 5% of that character's max health. So when they're hitting you, they're taking damage in war. But the main thing here is applying offense down to their damage dealers. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. While this character has deflect, or minor deflect, lower the crit chance of all enemies by 50%. Now a team I can think of off the top of my head from back when I used to play was Heroes for Hire, and they were big on deflects, so I don't know how that's going to plug in, if he'd be great to be plug and played there. We'll have to wait and see and do some testing and whatnot, but definitely all around this character is going to be quite wonderful. It says here gain 10% resistance, nowhere allies also get that buff, and war gain an extra 10% resistance for self and all nowhere allies. So I don't know if he's going to be having debuffs on him to even clear off with some of these other skills. But just in case, he does have a cleanse. So, a couple of them, actually. So, overall, this character is amazing, in my personal opinion. He's plug and play. He's even better in the team. Not much better, but better. And he's just overall wonderful. So, or she's overall wonderful. I'm absolutely going to be going 100 on this character. Now, here's the Nowhere team. And Korg's event's going on all month long, which is going to be wonderful. I started after the Nova event, but I've heard abilities you have to pay to upgrade them. I don't know if they've changed that yet, but you literally can't upgrade the abilities unless you spend money. So that character's instantly trash, in my personal opinion. And I won't bend to their will on that at all. I'm a light spender. I spent a few bucks, 13 total so far, and I plan on getting the Strike Pass as well as maybe the Arena Pass thing. Star-Lord, Annihilation, and obviously I want Thor Infinity War. We'll have to see if I can even get them. And if they are blocked like Nova with abilities and stuff, I don't know. I'm just getting back to the game here. Been up and going about a week and a half. Cosmo is wonderful. I recommend you guys pushing hard on it to get this character unlocked. Even at 2 stars, you know, you can tier him up G13, G14, G15. This character is kit. It's a kit-based character. His attack and defense, to me, don't even matter, other than keeping them alive. His barrier, his heals, you know what I'm saying? He's all around, he's kit-based. So at any star level, this character is going to be wonderful. Get him at a 3-star unlock, maybe 4, and he'll be good till he becomes farmable eventually. That's all I got. Like I said, I'm going to be making a video on the Cosmo event in-game. So if that's something you're interested in, or you want to know what you absolutely have to do bare minimum to get them unlocked, Cosmo unlocked, subscribe, because my video will be going out live here in a few hours as soon as the event drops, and that way you stay up to date. Also, like this if, you know, it answered any questions for you, found it helpful or interesting. Be much appreciated. Much love. Stay healthy. We'll see you all in the next one.